Hello.
Exhausted. How are you?
Same. I've gotten to that age where, like, getting up at 3 in the morning is not really indicative of having a good social life with your friends who stay up until like 11 every night. So Friday, Saturday nights are my nights hanging out with them. The last like 4 Friday nights, I'm like, I can't hang, guys. I don't make it.
Same. I legit. So I went out yesterday. I went out to dinner with some coworkers. It was like 7 o'clock, 7:30. We were eating. Everything was okay. And then everybody's like, okay, we're all gonna leave. And like, a couple of my coworkers like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go home. And like somebody was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to like this other place. One, I didn't get invited to this other place. And two, I was
Aw.
like, you know what? I kind of want to go to sleep. And it's like 9 o'clock. That's okay.
No, I feel that a lot. I feel that immensely. Like I feel bad. The last 3 Fridays, I'm like, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna nap or something, which not great either. Like I got a nap to hang out with you guys. Don't
Same.
make it. Don't
Same.
make it.
It's not an age thing, AJ. It's legitimate, just a lifestyle thing because I cannot hang. But at the same time, if I want to, I can. I just have to prep for it, which is still awful. But like today, I took a 2 hour nap on accident, but I took a 2 hour nap.
See, I got up at I stayed up way too late anyway on Friday because then of course what happens is I was like, I can't make I fall asleep and then we watch something and it stays way up till so I get up at 10. I went and worked. I legitimately hot exit into this thing and I'm like, I'm done. I'm like
Well, and tomorrow's like a big day, right? So
it's
it's
true.
like now I know tomorrow is still school night, so I know tomorrow I'm gonna be just out of it. But it's okay. It's fine. Everything will be fine. And then next weekend is busy. And then next weekend after that is busy.
Yeah, next weekend is busy.
Next weekend is
I don't know what's
busy.
the weekend after that. I'm not visiting you that weekend, but
No,
I can
you're not,
assume
but you are visiting me next
I
weekend.
am. So I can only assume that the weekend after that is a huge letdown in terms of whatever your plans are. Um,
Sure.
it is. I am a great hugger regardless of your sarcasm.
Eh,
Oh,
um,
baloney, baloney! You're lying right now. You tell the people you're lying.
wow, you are super, super loud. Hi,
I'm a
Anderson.
great hugger.
Hello. I love how Anderson did not say hello to you. I am more special.
That's fair. What are you having tomorrow for food, or what are you doing? You tell
So,
me you go to a party, right?
well, yeah, but I'm going to like, so my coworkers, I didn't want to be alone tomorrow. Like last year, okay, so I'm about to get emotional after this story.
Oh,
But um, so I didn't want to be alone this year. So I went with, I was asking around the building who's doing what. And a lot of people are staying home because, and not going anywhere, even to other people's houses because it gets crazy. Like Philadelphia
yeah,
is in the
right.
game,
Oh,
right?
for
So
sure.
like
Yeah.
everybody's going nuts. So we're all staying out, staying in, except for one coworker and her husband are going to a party at her neighbor's house.
Okay.
And I'm going with them to their neighbor's house. They're gonna have a bunch of chicken wings, and they said that there's gonna be no bananas. So naturally,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, because as we all know, bananas very common at Super Bowl parties.
Well, no, they make a lot of so not parties in general, but like banana fruit salad is a big party thing.
Yeah,
So
right. Yeah.
especially for like older people, and I don't mean like older people, I mean like older than me people. Like my mom likes to make fruit salad, and like all of my aunts and uncles, they love making fruit salad for some reason. Cherries Jubilee, like a whole bunch of stuff.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, there's not gonna be any bananas. Fruit salad's not a thing. Awesome. Which is weird because like I know it sounds so like pathetic or so weird or something for me to say that, but it's legitimate. Every single party I went to, kids party, adult party, anything as a kid had fruit salad. Or my mom made cherries jubilee, which I can't have now because it has pineapple in it. But I'm like, why was fruit salad such a huge thing?
See, that's funny because I feel like I'm trying to recollect all the recent parties I've been to, and there's a fruit tray, but there's definitely not bananas on it. There's
No, but I can't
pineapple
have
and
the
melon.
melon.
Yeah,
There's pineapple and melon, so I
melon
can't have any of
sucks
that.
anyway.
I used to love watermelon and honeydew. Honeydew is amazing. Never really liked cantaloupe, but
Cantaloupes, all of them, it's terrible. No, I don't think that. I think that just says a lot about the people I hang out with. That there's veggie trays. Veggie trays are 100% there. Fruit trays,
no, AJ. It just means that all of the people I hang out with are either mentally or physically older. That's why, because I don't. None of the no. I need to hang out with people my own age. This is why I surround myself with people.
But the people you actually hang out with match your sleep schedule, so it's way easier to be social with them.
Exactly, they match my sleep schedule, my mindset, my food intake. I mean, it's like we're all on the same page.
Soon you'll just be able to swap medications with them, and you'll be golden.
Oh my gosh, we can get each other the weekly little pop tab thingies that you just open and they have the fills. Be like, Merry Christmas. That's my
okay.
I want a purple one. Can I have a purple one, please?
Full disclosure, my dad has had one of those for as long as I can remember, and the description you're giving is 100% accurate because I think he takes like my dad's kind of my stepmom's big into all the the home remedies and stuff. Like you eat honey that's locally produced because it's supposed to help your allergies. It's made from local flowers.
That's a true statement.
Right. So they do all that kind of stuff. This is an example. But so his is like for, I think, vitamins and stuff. Like I took garlic pills and fish oil as a kid because they believe in it. It's good. Garlic supposedly good for, I think, your
garlic. Amazing. It is. It is scientifically proven. However, fish oil tastes disgusting.
It does. My brother let me know as someone who works in the medical field, the reason why is because they can use rancid fish to make fish oil, but they can't use rancid fish to make fish. So that's sometimes what happens. FYI.
Nasty.
But my dad has one of those things, I think for just the vitamins, and take B12, his multivitamin, all that stuff. But even then I was like, you are so old. Why do you have to have your little planner?
I want one. I honestly think it would be easier for me to remember to take my multivitamins every day if I had them in a little container with dates on them.
True. No, that's probably true.
I'd be like, oh, this is so cute. I'm going to open it and just take it. Okay. The problem is that you need to remember to eat before you take them. So,
I mean, now there's just too many things, and then you have all the restrictions for eat. Like, where does the memory test stop for you? No wonder you're exhausted.
That's why I take multivitamins in the form of gummies. Because I'm also 12. Listen, AJ, I have a whole. I'm complex. Okay.
Capri Sun.
It is berry flavored.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well then I guess that if I had to guess, what would a 12-year-old have at their Super Bowl party? That's what started this whole thing.
Chicken fingers.
I mean, look, I don't care.
No bone in.
I'll eat chicken fingers wherever. Yeah, I'm never gonna knock anybody for chicken fingers.
They're so freaking good.
Somebody came to me and said, I'm not going to the Super Bowl party because this 12-year-old's having chicken fingers. I'm like, you're an idiot. I'm absolutely going to that Super Bowl party because why would I not want chicken fingers?
I want chicken fingers. I had chicken fingers last night.
I had chicken and waffles the other day here in Maine, and it was legitimately just waffles. And it was a chain restaurant, and it was just waffles. And it looked like the ones you get at the hotel, right, where you spin the thing, and then it was just the chicken fingers they served for lunch. There's no actual mixing and melding of the dish.
Don't do it. Listen, I understand that there are people out there who enjoy chicken and waffles with the syrup on top of the chicken.
Yes.
I can't do it. I have to eat my chicken separately from my waffles. I will get chicken and waffles from IHOP. I will eat them separately as two different dishes at one time.
Well, IHOP is where I was at, and they weren't. The way IHOP designs the dish is not meant to be eaten together. They're meant to complement each other.
I will not eat them together regardless of where I am, but I do enjoy eating them at the same time. Like I'll eat, chicken fingers, okay, great, and then I'll eat my waffle, okay, great, but I won't eat them together. You're so close.
You're so close to doing it.
No, but I can't be in my mouth at the same time. But also, I'm the type of person that I need. This is also my uncle's fault, by the way. That I need to have my food on different plates. So if I have chicken and mashed potatoes and vegetables, my vegetables need to be in a separate bowl because if my corn gets into my mashed potatoes, I will freak out and not eat either one.
I think you overestimated on 12. You might be closer to 4.
I get it from my uncle though.
Okay,
I do
wait.
because he's the same way, and he's my mom's age. So
For
it's
clarity's sake, so they have to be at different plates, but you don't eat like one at a time, right? You don't like eat all the corn and then all the potatoes. You don't do
no, I'm
that,
not a
do you?
psychopath,
Okay, so
AJ.
look, I'm not disagreeing. My roommate who's getting married and I'm going to that wedding this year, that's how he eats his food. He works through one dish at a time, and it blows my mind because he's also one of the I guess it fits, he's a picky eater, but he doesn't eat a wide variety of foods.
Okay, that's fine. If he just has taste for one food at a time, don't judge him. Listen, at least his food can touch. Can his food touch? Or does he need one of those children plates that has like the
No,
ears and the face, and like
does.
he has to put his food in the different places?
I don't. It's not a deal breaker, but I think it's a preference. Also, let me just very quickly point out that you told me not to judge after I stated what that was, and you said I'm not a psychopath. So who's really judging?
Me, 100%.
Exactly.
But I'm also like in the same category because I would prefer to use
That's
those
true.
children plates with the ears that I can put my vegetables and my mashed potatoes in.
Here's the question: this said roommate eats very little Mexican food, your basic pastas and Americana. Those are the cuisines they eat. They don't eat Chinese food. They don't eat sushi. None of that. Soul food. All that. What in the hell are they going to serve at their wedding?
Chicken fingers.
That's kind of what I think we're going to land on, like a combination of chicken fingers, mac and cheese.
That sounds delicious. Oh my gosh, they should have like a southern style food
Oh my god,
theme.
I would love that so much.
Like fried. It should be like the chicken fingers or like fried chicken of some sort, and like vegetables and greens, and like have this whole big barbecue. Maybe
They
you
don't.
know.
Him and the fiance don't eat greens, but I mean,
But I just mean like vegetables and
no,
like
I love this. I actually really hope this is the case, especially because my friends and I decided that we are absolutely not trying to be civil anymore. We are going. We don't hang out enough. Everybody's getting blitzed out of their skull. So yeah, let's do comfort foods because it's going to be needed.
Is this something I have to look forward to next weekend when we go to a concert and it's me, you, and Ashley? Is that what we're doing?
No, I see you more frequently than I see these people.
I was like, are we going to also get whatever you said out of our skulls?
Blitzed.
What did you say?
Blitzed.
Does that mean drunk?
Yeah. Yes, it absolutely means. Hammered, snockered, smashed. Take your pick.
Snockered? What the?
Apparently, you're not hanging out with the right kind of old people.
That's a very strange word to use, but hammered. Yeah. Is that what we're doing next weekend? I don't know. We're gonna find out though, because
Are we drinking? Yes. Are we getting belligerent? I believe not.
Belligerent. I've been belligerent once on accident.
Are we getting hammered? I don't believe so. It was not on my itinerary.
It is on a Saturday.
I think there's gonna be a nap in there. I mean, good gosh, we get belligerent or we get hammered. Sunday's gonna be just. I mean, because even if it's not your thing, you're still young. There's still some of those genes in there that can bounce back. Once you hit 30, you die. You get a bad hangover. You're like, oh.
Listen, I don't really get hangovers. I usually am able to get out of my system that night. If I do get it out of my system, it's usually that night, so I don't have a hangover the next day.
Right. Got it. Yeah. I mean, that's great. That's awesome. You're also in your 20s, and there's just certain rules about alcohol in decades.
Yes. Well, so like no matter how old my mind is and how old my speech and stuff is or my appetite is, like my taste buds are, I am actually 24. So I do understand.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why the joke is I'm telling you, one of us in that friend group, I'm the youngest, not by much, but I'm the youngest, and I will be 34 by the time of that wedding. One of us is not coming home. That's just flat out happening. So therefore, it will not only be a wedding, it will also be the greatest send-off that has ever happened.
I ordered food from Wawa, and they accidentally, or on purpose, I don't know, sent me 2 bags of Ruffles, and I ate one earlier, and now I just opened the new one. I didn't order Ruffles. They just gave me 2 bags of them, and I was like, this is nice.
Apparently, you're a dedicated customer. Either that, or they're just, what are they
Mm-mm.
gonna do?
They
Did
just
you did you
fucked
pay
up.
for the Ruffles?
No.
Oh, score.
You know what I'm saying? They just gave it to me.
Well,
I
then
did
hell
order
yeah.
other chips, and I got those chips, but then I also got these.
Well, I had a family member that once upon a time would say it's God's test to test your goodwill. I would say, no, I think God has decided
What am
I've
I
been doing a
supposed
good
to do?
job.
They were $1. What am I
Give
supposed
them
to
back,
do?
according to that family member.
They were $1. I'll give them
Look,
the $1 back.
for what it's worth, when I was told this, I got an extra quarter of change.
They don't want these back. They're
My
already in my system.
my my response was, maybe God was like, "Hey, bro, nice job. Here you go."
All right.
So maybe you've been doing good, and powers that be were like, "We'll send her $2 bags of chips."
Have at it.
Yeah.
Have fun. I also ordered a sandwich and chips that I did pay for. So, okay.
Family's crazy.
All families are. We're going to get into some stories because I just saw this because something broke within the last hour. Okay.
Ooh.
And it makes me kind of sad. Actually, it makes me very sad. So I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to show you the story. And then I'm going to show you why I'm sad regardless, but there's a specific reason in addition to of why I'm so sad about this. Okay.
Okay.
So today it was announced that Days of Our Lives actor Cody Longo died at 34. So
That guy. He's been in some movies.
He's in some movies. He's been in some TV shows. I've seen him in a few commercials for Days of Our Lives when like you're flipping through channels and you see them. I've seen his face. But I've also seen him in something else, which we're about to get to. But the cause of death hasn't been determined, but he reportedly had a years-long struggle with alcoholism. So who knows what happened there. This is just very sad because this isn't the first one, but this is Cody Longo, right? So in addition to this, why I'm so sad is because there was a show called Hollywood Heights. That was my favorite. It got like a season or two. I think 2. And it was my favorite TV show. Like I was obsessed with this TV show. So much so that when I was, I don't know, maybe it was out in like, when was this out? I need to see when this was out. It was out like I was a kid. And my mom knew whenever it was on, all bets were off. Don't bother me. 2012. So I was like 14, right? No bothering me, no nothing. You want me to eat, you bring me food. Like I'm watching this show, all deals off, right?
Okay.
He was the main character in the show, or main actor in the show. Bada bing. Hollywood Heights. So, I can watch it on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. Okay, I'm doing it. But okay, it had 1 season, but it was just so good. This girl wrote a song, and he's the celebrity, and he's the singer, and he was like, she would sign with him, his label, for a music video and for like a deal. And his girlfriend hated that because she's pretty. Like the girl who wrote the song is pretty. She hated it, but she was like this rich, like in her head, just bitch, right? And it's just a story about how he falls in love with like the other girl and like all this stuff. Oh, I was so into it. So stupid, but I was so into it. And he was the main guy. So when I saw that he passed away, this makes me very sad. However, oh my God, look. So this is the girl on the left, the brunette, is the girl who writes the song. The girl on the right, the blonde, is Cody Longo's character's girlfriend at the time. And like the bottom guy and the blonde girl, they have this whole big dramatic thing, and like, it's just so good. It's just so good. It was on Nick at Night. Nick at Night is no longer a thing either. It's just so Everything is so sad. Everything is pain. Why does he have to die? That means that it's like, I'm so sad for his family. I'm so sad for him. Rest in peace. Then R.I.P. Hollywood Heights. So everything is pain. Everything's awful.
Condolences.
Thank you. It really does hurt. It really does hurt. Okay. Next story. Not so sad. Lizzie on her Grammys night with Adele. We were drinking so much. So I saw this interview. Oh my gosh. These ads are a pain in my ass. Okay. So I saw this interview. Why is it that every time I go on this site, there's always a commercial that replays itself of toes?
Yep. Every time.
It's awful. Okay. So Lizzo said that her and Adele were drinking, but Lizzo had an interview with Jimmy Kimmel that said that she had Jimmy Kimmel? No, Jimmy Fallon. Somebody. She had an interview where she said that she had 3 flasks with her. One with wine, one with tequila or something, and another one. And when she looks back to ask what was in the other one to like her assistant or something, she's like, "Oh yeah, but one of them was Adele's." Because they were drinking so much together. They had 3 flasks per person. Like Adele was drinking and they got like hammered. It's honestly incredible because it's like humanizing to a point, I guess, because they're so awesome. I mean, it's Adele and Lizzo, right? Like, it's not like they're, up and comers. Like, these are like big, huge humongous stars. Like they've already like broken out and have made names for themselves, but now they're like, oh yeah, we get drunk with each other. Okay. Another thing. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I think Lizzo kind of has always felt like a normal person. Adele, I feel like, is the one that generally doesn't do anything because, like, for so long she released an album, she toured the album, and then she'd disappear for X amount of years.
Well, and it was like understandable why she disappeared for so long, and she explained all of that too, like when she went through her divorce and like then she was working on herself and like wanted to be healthier and needed to get out of the public eye to do so. All of that good stuff. And then she came back and is, a badass. Not to say that she wasn't a badass before, but So I agree, but at the same time, like Lizzo is very she's not a nobody. Like
No,
and she's very loud about what she believes and what she thinks and what she feels about other people and how she thinks the world should be. And it's awesome because she has all of these great ideas for how the world could change positively, and she shares it every chance she gets with her platform. That's what I love about Lizzo. Not only that, but there's Hizzo. Do you know Hizzo? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Hizzo? So there's Hizzo, which is Harry Styles and Lizzo. So Lizzo is Harry Styles' like hype queen to a certain extent. When Harry won his his Grammy and everybody was like giving him a standing ovation, he was like in tears and all of this stuff. Lizzo was recording his reaction on her phone, and you can see from like other people's perspectives on their phones. She jumps up and is screaming and is like, yeah, and she's right there and she's like recording with her phone and like a mom would or like a sister would or like, a best friend would, it's just so it's so cute just to see like how supportive she is of her friends, like how supportive she is of like Harry fucking Styles, right? And it's not the only time that's recorded. There's other times when she's like at the table or chair right next to Harry, and somebody comes up and is like, hey, Harry, I want to take a sip of your drink. Oh my God, this is tequila. And Lizzo takes it and is like, oh, I'll drink it. She drinks like and downs the whole thing of like a wine glass of tequila. Like, it's just so cute to see Hizzo or to see Lizzo just be supportive of all of her friends.
And get drunk with Adele.
Or get drunk with Adele, or get drunk with Harry Styles, or get drunk with who was the other one? Cardi B. Oh my god! Like, she's also living her best life.
100%. There's no doubt about that.
Oh my god! I wish. I wish. All right, so this. I'm so excited because tomorrow is this huge little game I hear about. I don't know. But there's also a Rihanna concert going on in the middle of it, right? So there's this football game, there's the big Rihanna concert, and there's also the Puppy Bowl. So here's the thing. There's a Puppy Bowl, and in honor of this Puppy Bowl, on the Tonight Show, they had puppies predict what team would win at the end, right?
Yeah.
So they were like, you know what? In honor of the Puppy Bowl, but in honor of this football game that happens during this concert, I'm adding the football game that happens during the concert because I'm excited for Rihanna. But in honor of this, we're gonna have puppies tell us who they think is going to win. So Jimmy Fallon has them bring out the puppies, and
how's it going? No, the
Jesus,
interest rate's up. I've been looking at a better savings account, but
All the options have you up in the air.
No, I
Oh,
can't.
yes. At Nerd-
I can't mute it. Why can't I mute it? I can't mute it. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second while I play that. While that ad plays, I'm gonna stop sharing that and then I'll play it. There we go.
Taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. You got Mahomes versus Hurts. It's nearly impossible to predict who's going to win, but you're in luck because when it comes to predicting things, we have a secret weapon, and it's Puppy. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Puppy Predictors Super Bowl 57 edition.
Puppy Predictors. Puppy Predictors.
Welcome to the Puppy Predictors Super Bowl 57 edition. Here's how it works. We have wandering, peeing, or butt sniffing, okay? Gary. No, there's Gary. No, yes, Gary, how are you? Ready to go? Who are you going for? Eagles, Chiefs? We don't know what's happening. Okay, here we go. You guys ready for this? You prepared? Okay.
Gary's not paying attention.
Really?
Not at all.
The puppies.
Go, puppies, go, go, go!
Early lead. I think the winner are the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Gary, don't lay down. Gary, are you laying on the? You want to lay down? Come on, Gary, get up.
Look
That's
at
right.
Gary.
Everyone, the Eagles will be crowned Super.
Look at Gary. That's cute. So anyway, I thought that was adorable.
Yeah, there's a guy. I'm sure there's a couple, but the one that I found on my For You page, there's a dude. I don't know if you've seen it. He has it's a corgi, and what he'll do is the corgi sits so like their stairs go up, and then it comes back the other way, and so they get upstairs, right? So there's like a little landing. So he has his corgi sit up there, and he takes a beach ball, small one, and he chucks it up there, and the corgi hits it with his nose, and then it falls down. He'll put 2 trash cans, or like he did the division winners for football, so then he did 4. And the beach ball will go down and it'll land. So like he'll do the predictions like this. So it'll be the Chiefs and it'll fall down. Whatever it lands on is who the winner is.
That is so cute.
That one's good.
That's so cute. Prediction. Who do you think? Because you're not necessarily a fan of either team. So what is your non-biased opinion of who you think it will win? Philadelphia or KC?
I think Philadelphia's better on paper, but I got the Chiefs in a close one.
I have Philadelphia.
My dad has Philly. We were just talking about this yesterday.
So I made a bet with my morning show co-host about the division championship, and I went for the 49ers.
Right.
Because I thought that
She's dying. She's dying.
Oh my God. I have a tickle in my throat.
Are you all right?
I don't know if it's gone yet, but
It looks terrible. This just looks awful. It's like you were poisoned and we're just watching the slow effects play out.
I wanted Philadelphia to win. So I knew that if they won, I'd be happy. But if the 49ers won and I went for them, I'd be happy because
No, we win.
you know, my co-host would have to do whatever my part of the bet was. So I was happy either way. And like his part of the bet, whatever he had me do, wasn't that bad. I had to wear an Eagles helmet and film it. Like it wasn't that bad. But I knew that it was going to hurt him more if he had to do wear a San Francisco shirt and take a picture of it and post it. Like that would be painful for him. So I was like, it's a win-win for me. In this case, there is no bet, but I want Philadelphia to win. But also, I have a lot of good friends who are Kansas City fans. So I'm like, either way, I'm like, okay, cool. Also, I'm just here for Rihanna.
That's been very well established.
I'm actually much more into football. I'm hoping that itch is gone. I'm much more into football this season than I have been in the past several other seasons. And I know a lot about football for not like I don't really have a favorite team. Like I have places I'm from, right? So I have Vegas and Chicago and here. And they all have teams. But I'm like, go football because I know the rules, I know the teams, I know some of the players, I know all the rules, all the like how a game is played. I can watch it and be like, yeah, go, and I know what I'm talking about. But I have no favorite team, so it's like, yay, whoever wins, yay.
Well, I think
obviously, like area wise, I want Philly to win because I'm here, but.
I think most people who at least pay some semblance of attention are probably at least a little bit curious about Rihanna. I don't think she's doing new music, but I think most people are curious to see what she does.
You don't think she's doing new music?
No.
Why do you say that?
I just don't think music has her interest. I don't think she's completely done with music, but I don't think she was it was confirmed, right? She wasn't the Super Bowl's first choice. They wanted Taylor Swift, but I think Swizzle's not going to do it until she gets all of her stuff re-recorded so she doesn't have to deal with that anymore.
Fair. Fair. You don't even like Taylor Swift.
No, I don't. She's a very, very... I'm not going to do it. No, I don't. But I understand that. It's a business decision. Because the last thing she wants to do is anybody that performs at the Super Bowl obviously has their streams and stuff go through the roof. And she doesn't want anybody who owns that music, if she has to perform those other songs, to benefit from it.
Totally I stopped paying attention to you and when you said that you didn't like Taylor Swift. Okay. So we're going to play Think Fast. Just because I'm done listening to you tell me how you don't like Taylor Swift. I'm really petty. All right. Bring this up. All right. Oh, God. AJ.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to be good at this.
I think these are all very easy.
You think these are easy?
I think so.
Okay.
Have some faith in yourself.
I disagree, but all right, let's do it.
All right, well, do you want to guess first? Or do you want to give the category first?
I might as well guess first. I don't think I'm going to be good at yours. We're going to see.
Okay, so let me explain this very clearly because I don't want any confusion. So the whole me jumping on and doing the Twitch stream with Kira, one of the original things that we talked about, like the first thing was the fact that I had never seen Hocus Pocus, right? Mm-hmm. It was one of the absolute first things. So I actually have not seen, I would consider myself a Disney kid, but there are a lot of animated Disney movies that I apparently have not seen that people get really pissed about when I say I haven't seen those.
Am I naming only animated Disney movies or
It-
all
this-
Disney movies?
This is just animated, and Pixar could be included here because I don't want to get confused and be like, I don't know if that's which or which. So I don't want you to not think of Pixar ones necessarily, but animated ones. There is a bunch of them.
Animated only. Okay, got it.
All right, so you have to name 5 that I haven't seen. This is basically more than anything. It's a little bit of luck. It is a little bit of luck because there's a bunch of them. I will tell you to, out of fairness, I don't think they're going to be the most popular ones, just so we're clear. 'Cause I don't want
Okay.
you to name like the Toy Stories. I've seen all the Toy Stories, just as an example.
I'm gonna just name stuff
Please
because
do.
all the popular ones are the first thing in mind. Okay, go ahead.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Peter Pan,
Seen
Beauty
it.
and the Beast,
Seen it.
Cars,
Seen it.
Pocahontas,
Seen it.
Sleeping Beauty,
Seen it.
Snow White.
Seen it.
Oh my god! Beauty and the Beast 2, Pocahontas 2,
I see the second Pocahontas.
Cinderella 3,
I don't even know there's a third.
Cars 2.
See it. Time's up.
Damn, I
Sorry.
had 3.
So yeah, I haven't seen Up. I haven't seen Ratatouille. I haven't seen Atlantis, Treasure Planet. I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah, Atlantis and Treasure Planet. I don't really. A lot of people like them because they're different, but I'm not a huge fan. You need to see Ratatouille, and you need to see.
I haven't. I never finished Brave.
I like Merida. I don't like Brave the movie.
No, so there's a bunch of them. Okay, maybe a little bit tougher. Enjoy your pretzels, I suppose. Your 5
Oh,
pretzels.
I'm doing pretzels. Okay. You didn't tell me what I was doing. Okay.
Nah, just do the pretzels. It's the first one. You start easy.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be my easiest one looking at this list, so I'm not excited. Trying not to get. Okay. I want to get whole pretzels. Okay, here we go. 5, right?
5.
Oh, a lot of pretzels. I don't realize how many it is until it happens.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Nobody realizes how many it is until it happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you heard
Yes, I understand you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is the best? What is the best sequel? What's the best way to say this? The best bad sequel, or the best? How about the best direct to DVD sequel of the Disney movies? Because like Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, you wouldn't include those, right? They did the big movie theater thing, but like the second Aladdin, the second Hunchback of Notre Dame, the second Little Mermaid, like none of those went into the theaters. Like the second Pocahontas. I
Lilo
don't
and
think-
Stitch.
How many Lilo and Stitch movies are there?
And
What-
a series. There's Lilo
I-
and Stitch.
no, I-
TV
I
series.
liked the cartoon. What was the second movie?
The girl.
627 or something like that?
Yeah, the pink girl.
Oh. Okay, I haven't seen that one either then. I liked the cartoon.
They have that where they like find it all the experiments.
Yeah.
But the second movie was when Stitch gets a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that. No, never mind then.
Okay, I think that was that one. Okay, anyway. Okay, that one. Now we're gonna go with mine.
Yep.
Your first one is naming 5 of the 13 colonies.
I have a great story about this after I do this.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm not. Get ready and go.
Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia.
I didn't know North and South Carolina were part of it, but yes, there you go.
So there's a board game. I can't think of what it's called, but the premise of the game is that the board is you play usually I think you do more than 2 people, but the idea is to play in teams, and it's like a categories game. So like the board's divided into 3 different colors, and each color has a limit. So like the first color, I think it's purple, and you have to name 3 to 7 of a certain type of thing, and then the numbers go up. So like you bid back and forth between the teams, and it's like name number of 13 colors you can mention. You're like, we can name 5, we can name 8, and it's like name them. So we did this one, and the same night, a buddy decided he upped the bid for both. It was 13 colonies and reindeer. How many of the Santa Claus's reindeer could you name? And he goes, so we're going around in a group because you have to answer as you go around as a total group. So like Virginia, Massachusetts. He goes, Virginia. We're like, we said that one. He goes, Virginia. So the answer became whenever you couldn't think of something, you just shout Virginia because he did the same thing with the reindeer. Everybody's like, Comet, Cupid, Dasher. And he goes, Blitzen, and Blitzen, Blitzen again. Because of that one.
Blitzen.
Always Blitzen.
Amazing.
Okay. So this one, you got a little bit of advantage because in the clip you showed, which I had no idea what the clip was, and I'm not going to disqualify because, hey, good luck is good luck. You heard 2 players' names. So for what it's worth, there are 53 active roster members on each football team, which means there's 106 football players that will suit up tomorrow for the Super Bowl. In 30 seconds, you just have to name 5, not 5 Eagles, not 5 Chiefs, just 5.
Wait, I thought this was Super Bowl players ever.
No, just tomorrow's Super Bowl. 5 players. You got this between both teams.
Oh no.
Come
I
on.
thought it was ever. I saw it and I was like, oh, I got this because I can name 5 right off the top. Yes, great. This is just tomorrow.
Just 5 players that will play or be on the field. Not even play. I don't want any bullshit stipulation. Just will be on the field tomorrow.
I don't
I
know
assume they'll play
any Kansas City players.
Okay, if you can name 5 Eagles, it still works. Are you ready?
No. Oh my god. Oh my god, AJ. This is not good. This is not good.
I thought this one was probably the easiest. In all honesty.
I have one. Like, as soon as I think of a second, I'll tell you the start.
That's fair.
Which is wild because my co-host talks about them every week.
Well, I
For a
figured
sponsored thing.
promotional stuff, you would have seen at least a couple of names.
I got one.
Jimmy Fallon mentioned 2 different players.
One of them was that. Because I adore that one.
That one.
Well, I can't say it yet because I haven't started yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I might have to. Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
What's his first name? I don't know his first name. Okay.
Patrick. 18 seconds. You need 3 more.
Oh, they named dogs. It was Watson and
4 seconds.
Kelsey
There's-
and more.
Okay, so what Watson are you talking about? Because there's actually 2 Kelseys. So if there's a Watson, I'll give you 5.
They named I don't know, I just know last names because they named dogs after the players for both teams in honor of being fans of these teams. It was a news story that I did.
Let's see.
It's the only reason why I know their last names because they named dogs and cows after them.
You can have it.
I was about to tell you the dog names.
There are 2, yeah. There's a Kelsey on either side, so I'll count it as 2. You can have it. You got your 5.
No, you don't have to give it to me.
No, you got your 5. It's fine.
Okay.
Kelsey was a good one because there's 2.
I did not know there were 2. I knew there was at least one.
Travis and Jason. They're on either side too.
I have no idea because I knew there was one because it was named a dog was named after him. Okay, so next one. Oh, did I? Here we go. Oh yes, I need 5 Rihanna songs.
Okay.
Are you ready? And
Yes.
go.
S&M, Shut Up and Drive, Umbrella. Is it called Take a Bow? Is that the name of the song? Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Monsters with Eminem.
Very good. Very good. Half the time. Very good.
Do you think she's going to do new music tomorrow?
I want her to do new music tomorrow. However, she might go a different. She has a kid now. Like she might go a different route. She might go an acting route, or she might,
I think she's gonna sing the Whopper song.
She might go.
Whopper Whop. That song has become a banger. Everybody knows that song.
She might go. She might go She might do what like Selena did and just focus on her not only her makeup brand but like any advertising at all. Just focus on that. Like I don't know, but whatever she does, she's Rihanna. She can do whatever she wants.
I think she'll sing some of the classics. Maybe there'll be a couple surprise.
I think it's gonna start with "What's My Name." I think that's my prediction of what it's gonna start with because the intro to that is epic and she can make a whole big production with it.
Yeah. But I think she's gonna go the makeup way. That's my guess.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think I could see that going that way. She stopped acting a long time ago though too, so I don't know. People surprise us every day.
We'll see. She drop a full 2-disc platinum album, like,
and it's like number one for 2 weeks. Yeah,
working on it for 4 years. Just a masterpiece of music. Every artist you could ever think of, like when Ed Sheeran does his collaborations album, all on there.
It'll surprise us all. All right. What's my last one?
Okay, this is easy. The category was TEDx speeches. Very simply, you don't have to memorize anything. You just have to name 5 things that I think I would give a TEDx speech on.
Would I think you would give a speech on?
I would, yeah. And I'll tell you up front, if you can't, and I'm not, I feel like very generous with my grading on this. If you can't, you have to speak for 20 seconds on something TEDx style. I'll tell you up front, that's the punishment.
I don't like this.
Well, then you just get 5 things that I think I would give a TEDx speech on. Right?
Okay.
All right. You ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.
Things you need in your car for winter. Hockey, basketball, concerts or lack thereof. How much you love Ashley.
Oh, come on.
How much you love to go on road trips, traveling.
I'll give you
yes. I'm like, what do I know about you? I have to like spew it all out at one time. I literally just started naming things I knew about you.
Yeah. It's a good way to go. Pretty simple person.
Okay. I was very stressed out because I did not want to do that. Not that I wouldn't, but I didn't want to. Okay. Your last one.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we're in the business of talking, so like I could totally do it. I just didn't want to.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
Okay. So I need to be specific on this, but I'm going to tell you what I have written down as the last category, and then I'll explain it.
Okay.
So 5 original plain Wii games. This is not like Wii Fit where you have to use like the board and like the pad and like anything like that. Okay. This is like plain Jane, just using the controller, however you're going to use the controller Wii games.
Okay.
I usually bring up just a rough list. Okay, ready?
Yes.
I'm not. All right, and go.
Wii Sports, Wii Resort, Wii Smash Brothers. What is it? Smash Brothers Universe, I think, or something like that. Wii Super Mario, or Super Mario Wii, I think is actually what it's called. Mario Party 10.
I'll give it to you.
Mario Kart 8, I believe, is the Wii one.
Mario Kart, yep. You could do basically a whole thing of Mario and you got 5.
Yeah, true.
They made so many Wii games for Mario. But I'm doing that category because I went to a vintage video game place in Seattle, and it had all of these like old Wii games, old DS games, old Game Boy, GameCube, like all of this shit, right? It was so cool. And they were selling Wii's for like hundreds of dollars, if not a couple thousand.
Retro gaming especially has like taken off. Like
I
when
have
I
a red
moved,
one. I have a red one I need to sell.
when I moved from Maine or Utah to Maine, my brother and I, let's see if I can give you the specific numbers just to frame this. We had, I think, 3 Game Boy Colors, 2 Game Boy Advances. No, it wasn't even those. So I was gonna sell. So we had a bunch of old gaming stuff. My brother and I have been playing for a while. A friend of a friend, so it was gonna be more of a private buy. So obviously close to the max price. I was gonna buy 2, I think a Game Boy Advance, 2 Game Boy Colors, and then a set of the Pokemon games. So it's gold, silver, crystal, red, yellow, and blue, which is like 10 items, and was going to pay I think $600 to $700 for them. And they weren't not even any of them were in that great a condition because they're old. But I mean, that's just how nuts retro games has gone.
I know, it's so crazy. And like we walked in there, and it's so the vibe overall anyway is so cool. And they have their own Twitch stream
Oh, that's cool.
that they like sell stuff on.
Yeah.
But it's like I was looking at all the prices. I was like, I've had these. I've had a lot of these before. Like this is insane. And like I could sell my red Wii for probably twice what they're selling the white one for.
Probably. I was so pissed when I moved to Maine. I had a box, and I had the original Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, PlayStation, N64, GameCube, the original Xbox, all in there, and box up and vanished somewhere between Indiana, where I moved from, and getting to Utah. And then I found out all that information they shared. I was like, that box was worth so much money.
Oh my god.
I'm so pissed.
That's awful.
You know.
So a little backstory. Not backstory, but a little story. It'll be a year ago tomorrow that I moved to Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And if like anybody has talked to me within the last year, like they know my journey and they know like everything that's happening. But like that's insane that a year ago tomorrow it'll be my anniversary, and then a year ago on the 15th it'll be my first year. It will be my 1 year on air. I watched the Super Bowl from a hotel room. I did by myself.
I always like hearing the stories of when people get to places, because like I feel like they're always weird. There's nothing straightforward. Like no one's ever like, I showed up into town, I stayed at the hotel, it was fine. Like when I moved to Utah, it had snowed 30 inches over 2 days. And then I got there, and then the temperature plummeted to -30 for a week and a half.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
It was awful.
So my whole thing, it is crazy, Marie. It's so crazy. Yeah, I've been thinking about it for like the last month. So when I visited here in January to kind of check the place out. And there was snow on the ground, everything. And then I got here in February. It was a cold winter. Like I didn't leave the hotel very often. This year, there's a heat wave. So it's been between 50 and 60 in the daytime and
Right.
between 30 and 40 at night. That's warm for winter, right?
For sure.
Couple days of snow at max. The hottest summer that they've ever had was last summer. Or not ever, but like in the last decade,
Right.
which is a long time, was last summer. I was like, I brought the heat with me. Awesome. Awesome. And they have humidity.
Yeah, I had the opposite effect in New Mexico. When I worked out in New Mexico for a year, and it's south New Mexico, southern New Mexico, And I went out there to work with a former boss, and the winter he was out there before I went out there, because I went out there in the summer. It was like 70 the whole winter. Oh, it's awesome. Everybody loves it. It's Christmas. It's 70. I'm out in shorts in my front yard. So I move out there. I get out there in the summer. It's 120 degrees. Sucks. It is miserable. We get to this Christmas, 40 degrees. And 40 is not cold. Don't get me wrong. But after you were used to 120 and everybody's like, you're going to get 70.
Cold.
40 sucks.
It's cold.
That's
I don't
awful.
care. I don't care who you are, where you're from. 40 can be cold. Okay. I need a coat.
Yes. No.
If I need a
it is
coat,
awful.
it's cold.
And then I was terrified I was going to I was so terrified I was going to run into a scorpion. Several of them.
I have never run into as many spiders as I have in this state.
Pennsylvania, really? I don't think I would have guessed that.
It is awful. They're huge on the East Coast, and there's some but tarantulas are really big in the desert, right?
Right.
So I was used to tarantulas. I've never seen one in person, but people have them as pets, and they can survive in the heat. That's why a lot of people have them as pets.
Right.
I don't ever get it, but they do.
Yeah, fair.
Here it's spiders in your house because they need a place to go to because it's so damn cold outside.
They're cold, yeah.
No,
I don't like bugs.
No,
Like
and
bugs are
I have a
stupid.
cat. Everybody's like, "Okay, but you have a cat. She can take care of it." No, listen. What she does is she stares at it. She'll go like this and just stare at it, hone in on it until I see what she's staring at, and then when I kill it, she goes, "Okay," and then she goes back to sleep. She does not do anything. She just stares at it, knowing that I will try to see what she's looking at.
Oh, earwig's gross. That's not what. Yeah.
What the hell is an earwig? I don't think I want to know.
Gross.
The hell? What I have seen are those house millipedes.
No. There's anything with that many legs is evil. It's evil.
No, and it doesn't even they don't bite, they don't do anything, but
It's
they
evil.
look terrifying, and they're just disgusting in general because they can take up a whole bunch of space and
They're
be
evil.
this big.
Anything with that spiders borderline. Nobody needs 8 legs.
8 eyes and 8 legs, I can't do.
It's too much.
Sorry.
But then you talk about millipedes and centipedes, and they have 10,000. No, evil, pure evil.
I don't want to. So I want to visit Australia because it's a place to visit and it would be super cool to go to. However, that is where all of the animals come out from hell.
Yeah.
All of the animals that are 10 times the size of any other animal you've seen go to Australia. I'm sorry. I don't want a fucking spider this big on my
Right.
wall. I don't want to walk into a room and see a brown snake on my carpet. I'm sorry. You can have them.
So speaking of which, so there's that. You can't get out of the way in the ocean either because there's sharks, and they have 2 or what is it? Of the 10 most deadly jellyfish, I think 8 of them occupy Australia. I saw a meme the other day. It was a kangaroo in a pond. And it was not a big pond. It was 100 yards, not even that, maybe 50 yards wide. It was a small area. Apparently, as if what the person said, and I've not confirmed this, but it's Australia, so it tracks, is that kangaroos will wait out there. They'll wait for something else to come out there to help them, and then they'll drown whatever comes out there.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Exactly.
Because kangaroos are mean. Kangaroos are cute, right? They're adorable. But they hold a punch, literally,
They kinda
and a
do.
kick,
Yep.
literally. But they also probably are the most petty motherfuckers out there.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks. So, but I don't even know if that's true, but I saw that and I was like, well, it's in Australia. Everything in Australia kills everything. So, yeah, it's probably true. It's probably true. You're like-
kangaroos are just dicks, but
Yeah. If you're kangaroos showed up at the airport and commit identity theft, I'd be like, yeah, it's probably true. It's probably true. It's Australia.
probably wearing top hats and sunglasses. I can
Exactly.
totally
They
see
sucker you in with their adorable dance routine. Next thing you know, your social security guard's gone.
it. Ugh. Yeah. No, it's just
Cold cocked by a kangaroo.
people.
Get off
That's
the
exactly
plane.
what happens to people. It's exactly what happens to people. Either that or they
Lord.
jump and kick you, which I've seen videos of. Kangaroos are terrifying. Although, they have some in zoos and stuff. They have some at the zoos here. and I don't support that really. But like they have like little baby ones that are really cute, and they like to like hold on to the fences and stuff, which is really cute. But
They're trying to sucker you in. They don't have the
They're
full
just-
power, but they kick you in the shin, and then you're down for the count because you're like, oh.
But it's so true. Australia has a different. I don't know what it is about Australia. What happened? Is Australia just so far south that they're like, you know what? It's the closest to hell you're gonna get. Here you go.
In honesty, no idea. But if I had to logically guess, I think the fact that it's sparsely, like it's mostly inhabited in the center, and humankind probably tramples a lot of predator behavior. So since that didn't happen, predators just existed, and then because evolution happens, the predators have to out predator each other. So then you get crabs the size of medicine balls that have claws the size of freaking pitchforks.
They have coconut crabs.
Those things are monsters.
They're the size of me.
Have you heard the prevailing theory of what happened to Amelia Earhart?
No. Oh, that a coconut crab killed her?
Like a horde of them just absolutely wrecked her shit.
That's awful.
Yeah.
And that's why they would find bones on the shore with the plane wreckage, because she probably wrecked. And if that's true, then they just right then.
Videos I keep seeing is that in the discovery they made after they went back and not redid the autopsy, but re-examined the bones, is that the arm didn't just she didn't just die and it disintegrated. Like the arm was ripped out of the socket. So the theory is coconut crabs just.
Nope. Mm-mm. They can keep all their shit. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Australia, it looks like a beautiful place. Looks gorgeous. The people love their accents. They're probably the nicest people alive. I love the Irwins. Great. They can keep it.
They really are. When I was in Belgium, we were in a city. It's a smaller city. I think it's Ghent was the city we were in. There's this restaurant which is called it's like the Box something. It's an Australian restaurant in the middle of downtown Belgium, and it was started by 4 guys. And I'm like, the story started that these guys showed up on vacation. Someone got absolutely just completely blitzed out of their skull, and then sold their tickets. And like, well, I guess we'll start a restaurant. And then they were just so charming that it worked. Somebody with a small penis drove by my window.
So I hear. My upstairs neighbors have been making so much noise. So much noise.
Well, they were
they're walking, and I can just hear the.
I wonder if they're partying because they were partying a couple weeks ago when we did the show. Maybe
They were like, uns, uns, uns,
was
but as soon as we started the
shit
show,
like
they disappeared.
Well, maybe they're on the same timeline. Like, well, it's like 8:00. That's enough partying. We'll go
It's
to bed.
weird because I hear them talking sometimes, but then I think I've met him
Right.
in person, but I'm not entirely sure because the person that I met, and the person that I hear up there, not entirely the same person. Like the person up there right now is incredibly too angry to be the person that I met. But then I've never met any other people that live up there, and I don't hear anybody else that lives up there, so I have no idea.
Weird.
I know. So I'm like, it has to be you because why wouldn't it be you? I only ever see you walk downstairs. I only ever see you come from there, right?
Well, that's weird. That is a mystery. Now I'm curious.
I don't know. And I can't spot. That was the person. So fun fact, I figured out there was a time when I was in the laundry room doing laundry, and the stairs lead into the laundry room and also lead outside. And there was a time when I heard him, a person, stomping down the stairs, and it scared the crap out of me that I ran into my apartment and locked my door because I, fight or flight.
Oh, yeah.
So then I was so nervous and everything. Well, I figured out that it was my upstairs neighbor. And those stairs are so loud. It wasn't him, and it wasn't my fight or flight like being validated. It was him just walking down the stairs normally.
Maybe that's the acoustics of his place then. He's not actually angry. The acoustics of his place are just angry acoustics.
I can't hear like specifically the words that are being
Right.
said, right? Because it's so muffled.
Yeah.
But I can definitely tell that he's like, and I'm like, "Nah, are you okay? And then sometimes I'll hear like a girl up there too, and I'm like, are you guys okay? Do you want a friend?
Nah,
Are you okay?
Called the cops on our neighbors the other day, so
Oh God, I don't want to know about that right now. But that
Right
sounds
now.
awful. Let me be clear. I want to know about it at some point. It's not right now.
Eventually, yes. Now, not the time.
I'm all about the gossip. I don't know if you just met me, but I don't like to gossip. I like to hear the gossip.
Right, yeah, of course. All right, well, you just give me the high sign. There's a broken screen door with your name on it. They absolutely smashed the screen door in the front of our complex. Like it is, it's barely hanging on. Like you know how screen doors normally work like this. This one looks like this.
None of my business, like Kermit the Frog.
Well, no, it's not any of your business, but that doesn't mean you don't want to hear it.
I was matching the meme. Oh my God, I hate you.
That's a little extreme.
You didn't understand the meme.
I did get the meme, but I was also saying whether this is your business or not. You want to hear it.
It's very annoying. Okay. I think this is a good place to stop.
Fair enough.
My hatred for you has been announced. Okay. Let's see who's. I think Rad is still streaming, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, oh no, Cleve's on, Neon Halo, Rad. Yeah, Rad's usually not on at the same time we're on, so we are going to raid him. Okay, I found my mouse, and then I did not hook up my mouse again to my laptop yet. So here we are. I will be back. So there's a schedule thing that says that tomorrow I will be back at 4. That's not realistic, mostly because of the game tomorrow. So there will be no stream tomorrow. I will start streaming again next week. And then next Saturday, Awkward Business is at 2 o'clock. Are we still on for 2? Or is that not happening next week?
I mean, sounds good to me. We're planning on
Okay.
leaving Friday, so.
Oh, so this might be the first in-person one.
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay. Well, still, next week it'll be at 2 o'clock. So we're gonna raid Rad. Let's get this. He's playing Sea of Thieves like normal.
Sweaty game.
That's all he plays on stream anymore. And I'm like for it because it gives him all of the stats that he wants. But at the same time, I'm like, it seems either so boring or like people are screaming at each other. And I'm like,
it can go nuts in a hurry. You get attacked by a Kraken in that game. It goes from 0 to 100 in a hurry.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, just give all the emotes, give all the love. And I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye. We're gonna go